There are 3 facilitators in this program this year. We'd like to begin by introducing ourselves as facilitators. I am Sam Sarma, and I'm an associate professor of writing and rhetoric in Stony Brook University, part of the State University of New York. I also serve as training director for the Star Scholars Network.
My name is Lea Shimek, and I'm a faculty member at BINUS Business School in Indonesia. I also act as deputy head of the International Business Management Program Global Class Track there. I work with undergraduate students, and I also organize professional development programs for lecturers.
Namaste, my name is Vandana Jain, an assistant professor of management in Tribhuvan University, Nepal. I am a co-coordinator of an initiative of my university where we connect and collaborate local scholars to diaspora. I also facilitate and moderate capacity building and professional development workshops.
As you'll notice, we have added the links to our professional profiles in the chat box, and we urge you to do the same now or during the training. Getting to know each other helps us to connect and find potential collaborations across disciplines, across borders. That's one of the objectives of the program. We'd like to engage you in a quick interactive poll. In a moment, you'll see on your screen a few questions. The questions will help you to indicate and reflect on how you engage in research and scholarship, especially in ways that also highlight or foreground the goals of the 4 modules that we are completing in this training. Let me pull up that poll. Start orientation. Please read, take your time, and check all that apply in the first 3 questions. Maybe all of the questions have check all that apply. Take your time, please.
Thank you for the interactive poll, Sam. Colleagues, welcome again to the orientation of the Star Scholars Training Program. The objective of this event is to get to know each other, to discuss how to make this program most beneficial to you, and how to maintain quality. It is a time for a brief overview of the 4 modules that you will complete over the next 4 weeks.
First, as you all know, the program is run by the Society of Transnational Academic Researchers, or STAR Scholars Network. And STAR Network is a community of 15,000 plus transnational academic researchers that mobilizes new generations of scholars to work across borders. And each letter of our name describes the values and commitments of the people who join our network. And this is scholars who care about research for social impact, transnationally networked leaders, academically driven educators, and researchers with ethics and integrity. So thank you for becoming a member of Star Scholar Network. As I'm sure you've already noticed, this is a unique professional development training that is designed to help you pursue your career as a scholar with a clear vision in and for the broader society, the STAR way. And the first module focuses on how to be a scholar who is productive in research, but who also creates and uses knowledge to make social impact from the ground up, working with scholars across borders, national, disciplinary, and generational. So the reading and video and activity materials that you will encounter in Module 1 the coming week are all designed to challenge you to put the horse of the social purpose and impact in front of the cart of intellectual activity and output. Whether we are economists or engineers or education specialists, we want to do research and publish our scholarship for promotion of our jobs. And that's a valid purpose for all our hard work. But should we do all that hard work just for our personal benefit? What other impacts could and should our research and scholarship make? So let us think about the many other possibilities that we already saw in the interactive poll we just completed a moment ago. And in brief, essentially, Module 1 will help you add that social impact dimension to your research and scholarship agenda. Now, Module 2 will help you identify the stakeholders that you need to reach to or collaborate with in order to make that social impact as much as possible. The reading, video, activity materials will also help you identify and mobilize the languages, the genres, and mediums, platforms of your scholarly communication to expand your reach and impact as a scholar. So the module and the workshop then will help you practically implement the vision essentially of the first module by studying and developing strategies. The third module provides materials and opportunities for you to integrate and magnify the impact of research through teaching, thereby scaling essentially the impact of a socially driven scholarly agenda and mission, starting right within your classroom. We include discussions on how to integrate research into teaching and how to engage participants into active learning. And if you don't currently teach, you should adapt the module learning to however you mentor or guide others in your field. The final module includes resources and guidelines for you to, one, reflect on and synthesize what you've learned in the first three modules. Two, create and present a professional profile so that you and your scholarly mission are better recognized in the broader community. And three, develop a training module to support other scholars in your network to join in the mission of public scholarship, which is a scholarship that maintains a high level of ethics and integrity. So for the sake of quality in your work and profession, equity and inclusiveness in the society, and whenever and however feasible, and accountability towards the planet, which is in peril. So we hope to help graduates implement their programs in any way they can, as well as we will invite some of you to run the next year's STAR program.
Well, now it's time for a brief introductory discussion. We will send you into breakout rooms in small groups. Before we do that, we would like everyone to take few notes. What about this program inspired you or stood out? And what would you like to achieve in or through this program? Please take a minute to get ready by writing some notes. What about this program inspired you? And what would you like to achieve in or through this program? Please take notes. 1 minute is over. Let's get started. Thank you. When you are in your breakout room, please start by introducing yourself very briefly, including your name, the field or discipline, institution, and country. Please don't go into detail. We have asked you to share a more detailed introduction of yourself in a document linked in Google Classroom. For now, as you speak 1 or 2 minutes, please share your thoughts about this program and what would you like to achieve. In other words, have a brief introductory discussion by sharing your notes.
as it is standard in this training, we translate the content and objective of the training into activities. Learn by doing, learn by sharing, and grow by giving. Let us do another activity that'll help you to both understand the program and the overall and how to complete the modules, because everybody may be now thinking, how do I complete the first module? At the time we started the training, the orientation meeting today, the modules became available on your Google Classroom. So go ahead and look that up. Take a few minutes to preview Module 1. As you'll notice, there are multiple tabs: Stream, Classroom, People. Go to Classwork and go under Module 1. You're going to see Reading Material. Actually, I meant to put this first. Please read these notes. There are 2 reading materials, actually, this first module, and the other module there is 1. Take your time. It may be a good idea to look at the ultimate self-assessment survey before you start doing the reading and watching the video and then doing the activity. I will tell you, these activities are really powerful. They will shake you, okay? I mean it. The readings are really good. I mean it. You will benefit from spending the time, so please do. For now, though, I'd like you to make a strategy, okay? Block 2 to 3 times during this week. And remember, you have 5 days, not 7. 48 hours before this workshop, you should have submitted that little quiz self-assessment survey, which itself might take an hour or half hour at least. But in order to complete that, you need to have read the text, watched the video, and done the activity. So that we call it a read, watch, do modular training. You do the reading, you watch the video, you do the activity, and once you do that, you submit that one task. And if you have done it well enough, if it looks like if we have invested the 4 hours, then we will invite you to the next module. Otherwise, if you're simply here to listen passively, this is the wrong training. So for now, let's do this. Give a cursory look at all of the things that you need to do for Module 1, and you can go to the Q&A page and post any questions. You don't need to post now. You might find the time to scroll through or even keyword search. And if you want to ask any questions under Module 1 or overall about the program or under anything, please do that. And this is the reason we have been asking folks to really preview things like the program information, the orientation video, adding your introduction, and then the question and answer. Alrighty, I will stop the screen share, ask you to browse Module 1, 5 minutes. Once again, if you have questions, please ask them in the Q&A file. Please take some time to read through the Q&A file to better understand the program. If you'd like to turn your question into a conversation, please post that question also in the Google Stream so that we can have a conversation. You can benefit others. One important note, remember that all of the subsequent meetings, the 4 module meetings and the final celebration will be 1 hour earlier than today. Let's move on, and then we can save time for discussion.
Okay, so here are some tips for completing the modules effectively, for benefiting the most from them. Number 1, read the instructions carefully. Online, slower is often faster. You'll depend heavily on written instructions and communication, so please take time to read. Then please block 4 to 6 hours, ideally in 2 to 3 sittings, instead of 1 block, especially too close to the deadline. One piece of advice graduates of this program give consistently is to split up the work and finish early. You may want to begin by previewing the self-assessment survey or quiz. And in this way, you will be able to do the reading, watching, and activity more purposefully. with the demands of the survey in mind. So please note the score of each question, as well as the word range indication for substance. You're going to assess your own performance by using this tool. And we will also use the scores to maintain the program quality. So please allocate enough time to prepare for and complete this task. Another tip is to take notes while watching, reading, and doing the tasks. And this is because this will help you to write your subjective quiz responses and prepare for the workshop with substance and quality. Write a solid paragraph or two of subjective questions. Yeah. So the quality and depth of your writing will determine your continuity in the program. But really what you get out of this program. And those subjective answers also become the basis of your presentation and exchange of ideas, as well as the future plans for scholarship and broader impact. Submit the quiz by the deadline, which is roughly 48 hours before the workshop, latest by the end of Thursday, wherever you are. We will not consider late submissions. Some other tips include please use Google Classroom effectively. Use the resources there and ask questions and have conversations. Connect with others beyond your discipline and country. That's the benefit of a transnational, transdisciplinary professional development program like this. Mark your calendar based on the information provided in the Google Classroom, and note that the materials for the next module become available during the previous meeting. We will update the Zoom meeting link every week. Please join Star Scholars Facebook group and the WhatsApp group if you haven't done so already for updates and to join conversations. This is an investment in your professional growth. This is an opportunity to give a little back to the community as well. So the program motto is to grow by giving. Finally, remember that there is a mechanism for maintaining the program's quality, which is that we will exclude the participants if there is no evidence of careful work. So if one quiz is missing or the score is below 70%, or if someone misses the workshop a second time, we will remove them from the program. Any good game needs some rules, and we will enforce these rules. So please help to maintain the program's quality and rigor by investing the time. This is an investment in yourself, and your commitment also benefits the community.
Thank you very much, Leah. We are coming closer to the wrapping up, even we have 20 minutes or so. We'd like to ask President of Star Scholars Network, Dr. Uttam Gowli, to take about 4 or 5 minutes to share brief remarks, especially observations about this training and its alignment with STAR's mission and vision, and any thoughts and inspiration for the participants and for us.
Hello, thank you, friends. It's such a great opportunity. Appreciate it. I would like to address the esteemed colleagues here and aspiring STAR scholars. It's a beautiful day, and I'm really honored to welcome you all to the kickoff of the third STAR certified training program. As we gather here today, we're joined by a shared commitment to social transformation through scholarship, a vision that was brilliantly conceptualized by Dr. Shyam Sharma. Shyam's dedication to this cause has been the seed from which our efforts continue to grow and flourish. At this juncture, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. David Pelham, who leads our cross-border initiatives and inspires the leaders worldwide as the STAR Scholars Network, at the STAR Scholars Network. And I would like to recognize the presence of Professor Krishna Bista, who leads the STAR Scholars Press, a premium outlet for academic publications. I'm mentioning that because you may have a lot of opportunities for the emerging scholars that I see here, full of potentials and imbued by the mission of social transformation. Dr. Bista, Dr. Pelham, your presence here underscores the importance of our endeavors. Thank you so much. And let me take this moment again. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Sharma for his visionary contributions. Sam, your principles of education and empowerment are the bedrock upon which we stand today. I must also acknowledge the exceptional Vandana Jain and Leah Simic, whose roles as facilitators for this year's program are indispensable. Vandana, Leah, your expertise and dedication are crucial to the vibrant learning environment we aim to foster. We are all privileged to benefit from your guidance. This event is not just merely an occasion, it is a testament to our model of learning by doing. We have all witnessed this in action. We read the inspiring articles and grasped the core of this transformative idea. So I can tell you are here not only to absorb knowledge, but to be the architects who will train the next generation of STAR scholars. You are the embodiment of our mantra, grow by giving. Our approach is exploratory and co-constructive, eclipsing the confines of traditional lecturing. We aim not just to feel good, but to instigate real, tangible impact. This is the path forward. We're here to mobilize, harness, and utilize our innate creativity and energy to make learning a dynamic and engaging experience. Our program modules, as you saw, the social mission, identification of the stakeholders, inquiry-driven learning, and your future plans are designed to cultivate leaders who, like our Marina Falaska, Rania Kachara, who have left indelible mark on the academia and society. And we see that future here in abundance. As we delve deep into these modules, I'm reminded of what we believe, growing by giving. In generosity, we find abundance. For the hand that gives freely not only sows riches, but reaps them in return. In a sense, we focus on the importance of nurturing what we have. This philosophy resonates with the ethos of the STAR Scholars Network to engage and foster human connections, cultivating the seeds of social change. Perusing your responses to the story of Sailadai, yeah, I did take that opportunity. Thank you, Shyam. I've been greatly inspired by the personal narratives of social impact. Your stories are the lifeblood of our mission and reaffirm my commitment to supporting you as an ally in your research endeavors. Take, for instance, the remarkable vision of Salem, who speaks and seeks to revolutionize mental health in her country by fostering awareness, encouraging health-seeking behavior, and promoting medication adherence. And let us not overlook I may be mispronouncing this name, Kyriaki, who is intently examining the polarization of our society. And with a heartfelt inspiration, she aspires to unite individuals behind a shared purpose. And lately, during my breakout session, I met 3 more scholars. Mamata is a nursing officer. She plans to conduct a study on community and change people's perception on how the students posting in their community optimizes the solutions, addressing the vexing health problems in local community. She has been doing health camps, addressing non-communicable diseases like prolapse camps. Very inspiring. And Sohan in NC State, originally is from Nigeria. She has a social dimension that attracted her to this network. And she is working on optimizing the exchange rate in 3 campuses. It has emotional, psychological dimensions as well. I intently look forward to what she does for her community. And finally, I also met Praveen. Praveen is in Pokhara University. He is studying corporate governance, and he's trying to see the social entrepreneurial spirit there, fostering startups that advance social impact. So this really inspires me. So I will try to conclude by saying this. Let us recall the fundamental goals of the STAR Scholars Network: to connect, to support, and promote academic researchers worldwide, propelling them towards advancing knowledge for the global social good. Let this program be our canvas, and let our combined efforts paint a vibrant future for scholarship that truly make a difference. Thank you, and let's embark on this transformative journey together.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know we have Dr. Pelham, Dr. Bista here. If you would like to take a minute, we would like to hear from you too. And
Thank you for the opportunity to be with you today. It is my honor. I shared with the people in our breakout group that I am still fairly new to STAR Scholars. I'm still learning a lot. I am enjoying the experience tremendously. And this morning being, at least this morning here, being an example of that learning process for me. I am the new Vice President for Cross-Border Initiatives. I have been working with our cross-border initiative directors and our country directors over the last couple of months. They have done some wonderful work, and we will be bringing forward in the next few weeks a new project that's called RINGS Research Initiatives. In other words, what we will be doing is working with our country directors to come up with, and obviously the STAR Scholars that they work with, to come up with some research themes that cross borders, that are relevant to multiple countries. Come up with those research themes, define them, and then work with individual STAR Scholars in different countries to pursue research relating to those themes, social impact themes primarily, certainly. Just to give you a note about my background, I've been in higher education for about 40 years. I was a professor as well as an administrator, including about 10 years as a college president in the United States and in the Middle East. So I have great empathy for the foundations of the STAR Scholars program. And I would leave you with a quotation that I think is appropriate to the work of STAR Scholars that I have basically tried to live by since I was in college myself. And that is simply, first seek to understand before seeking to be understood. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pelham. Thank you very much. Dr. Pista, would you like to share a few thoughts, ideas, inspiration with us while you're here?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sarma and colleagues, for the invitation. It's an honor. I enjoyed being here and listening each other. In fact, each of you in the room is a shining star of the Star Scholars Network. Remember, the Star Network is your safe professional home for any scholarly activities that you would like to pursue. We have a lot of resources, and you have the first-hand access to the wealth of resources, including professional journals and our academic press for authoring books and chapters, numerous awards and scholarship. Also, the opportunities to collaborate with the fellow scholars. Just looking into the room, 80 plus scholars around the globe. This is a great potential. Each of you has a chance to enrich your CV with a significant publication simply by engaging in joint project, such as running a special issues of the journal or leading 1 or 2 book projects. Also, keep in mind, you are with a tough but the most respected scholar in the world, Dr. Sarma. Dr. Sarma is not easy to work with. His guidance, guidelines, expectation of the projects come with a solid foundation and tangible outcomes. Not now, but 5 years later, you will remember how grateful you are to be in this cohort of the STAR Certified Researcher programs. You will amazed with your own scholarly transformation with the new line of publication and activities on your CV. For example, ask Professor Bandana Jain and her scholarly activities in the last 5 years from the first program to this one. I have been to many of these programs. She has added 3+ pages on her CV as a result of her active participation, and she's giving back to the community. You may not believe I am also one of his mentees to be who I am today. So I encourage all of you to go through this program very seriously, and you will see the miracle. As the Senior Executive Vice President of the STAR Scholars Network, it's my pleasure again to be with you this morning under the mentorship of these 3 pioneers, Professor Sarma, Professor Bandana Jain, and Professor and Deputy Head Leah Simic. You can achieve anything you dream of achieving. Leah is also another example. She has been to STAR Millennium Program maybe a couple of years ago, and she has published one of her article in a top-tier journal in our field. And she has, vocally expressed this network and support, and she's here back today with all of you. So again, on behalf of, our President, Dr. Ghali, and then Dr. Dave Phallam, VP Dr. Sarma, and also our entire 17,000 members, I welcome your active participation and look forward to collaborating with each of you in upcoming project, the project that adds values in your personal and professional careers, the project that you are dreaming of, for years. Again, thank you for the invitation, and thank you for having me today.